Welcome back. Nigeria's former High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Dr. Christopher Kolade, has called on the Nigerian government to bridge knowledge gap in institutional management in the country. The former envoy made this known at the sword-turning ceremony of late Gamaliel Onosode Management Resource Center. Dr. Kolade also expressed delight at the idea of the Management Center, which, according to him, represents Dr. Onosode's abiding passion to advancement of management capacity in the country.
Determined to bridge the perennial yawning gap of management in Nigeria, the family of late Gamaliel Onosode and the Lagos Business School are partnering to build a management resource center to commemorate the abiding passion of late Gamaliel Onosode. The groundbreaking of the Gamaliel Onosode Resource Center is a strong resonance of what late Gamaliel Onosode stood for.
Once completed, the Gamaliel Onosode Management Research Center building will house our school's existing research centers and therefore, namely, the Christopher Kolade Center for Research in Leadership and Ethics, the First Bank Sustainability Center, the Center for Infrastructure, Policy, Regulation and Advancement.
And indeed, here's one emotional moment as speakers take turns to eulogize the exemplary qualities of the late scholar.
If I'm going to give my impromptu speech a title, I would just say that Gamaliel Onosode lives on.
When it comes to Lagos Business School, he was very passionate about the way you guys have maintained excellence from day one. And he felt that, there was no better way to spend his money.
Dr. Christopher Kolade, who's more than a long-standing associate of Dr. Gamaliel Onosode, further explains what the Resource Center stands for.
Nigeria is blessed in many ways with economic resources, with weather, with everything. So the critical thing is, can we manage those resources in a way that will make them truly profitable for us? That is why a management research center is so important and so necessary, because now we can learn more and more about how to become better managers of our resources.
The groundbreaking ceremony of the Gamaliel Onosode Resource Center points to the fact that with Nigeria's huge resources, what will determine its success or failure is the management ability of its leaders.
Consumer goods and personal care products giant Unilever PLC has been speaking on early detection and treatment of oral health challenges. The regional sales manager in charge of the Middle Belt at Unilever, David Iba, who was speaking at an event to mark the World Oral Health Day in Abuja, advised Nigerians to take their oral health issues seriously, as delay may affect other organs in the body. Mr. Iba advised Nigerians to use one of its dental products, Pepsodent, which has three benefits of keeping their teeth strong and healthy.
It's a meeting to mark the World Oral Health Day as experts gather to improve dental health in Nigeria. For the past 5 years, there's been a partnership between the Federal Ministry of Health and Unilever, makers of Pepsodent. A total of 3.5 million Nigerians have benefited from interventions in their oral health programs. The plan is to do more before the year 2020.
For us at Unilever, the primary way by which we're pursuing our commitment today is by ensuring that each child in addition to oral health education gets Pepsodent toothpaste, which provides protection from cavity, gives fresh breath, and white teeth. We acknowledge the support of the Federal Ministry of Health, and we commend them for the great feat recorded in promoting good oral hygiene in Nigeria.
An anti-cavity ingredient, white teeth and fresh breath are the benefits of using Pepsodent, so says Unilever.
We also believe, as part of our social mission in Unilever, to say in our own little way, how can we reach the consumers and help them improve their livelihood? So our ambition is to reach 10 million people, keep educating them about the importance of oral health and why it's important for them, particularly kids at a very tender age, to sort of inculcate these habits.
Officials of the Ministry of Health are hopeful that this intervention will address the needs of oral health in the country.
The Dentistry Division of the Department of Hospital Services Federal Ministry of Health has the responsibility to coordinate oral health in the country, implement national oral health policy, and coordinate dental treatment in all public hospitals, clinics, and in all private hospitals and clinics.
And then it was time for awards. Unilever was awarded an ambassador for oral health in Nigeria.
Time now for business news. Here's Anne Mawudu.
You first. First Bank.
Yes, welcome to Business News. Nigeria's Finance Minister, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, has suspended the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mr. Muniru Gwazo, the head of the Commission's Legal Department, Mrs. Anastasia Omozele Braimo, and the head of the Commission's Media Division, Mr. Abdul Salam Naif Habu. A statement from the Ministry of Finance indicates that 3 officials remain suspended pending the outcome of investigation on several allegations of financial impropriety. Members of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries are preparing for their final meeting for 2017. The meeting, which will hold tomorrow, will determine whether an existing limit on crude supply should be extended by 9 months in 2018. And this is coming amid reports that from industry sources that there are plans to cap Nigeria's output at 1.8 million barrels per day and Libya's production at 1 million barrels per day. And just on Tuesday, a joint OPEC and non-OPEC committee recommended extending the cuts until the end of 2018, with an option of reviewing the arrangement at the next OPEC meeting, which will happen in June next year. The central bank today raised 117.17 billion naira at the Treasury bill auction after allocating almost 90% of the debt to longer maturities. The financial regulator sold 103.07 billion naira of the one-year debt at a rate of 15.57%. 23.04 billion naira more than it had initially offered to sell in that maturity. Investors bid as high as 18% for the one-year paper, while the CBN sold 7.89 billion naira and 6.21 billion naira of the 3 to 6 months maturities at 12.95% and 15% each. Total subscription now currently stands at 133.7 billion naira. Another positive sentiment has been recorded at the close of midweek trading today, with investors' appetite drawn to some of the small-cap stocks on the local bourse. To give us details about this, let's join Chimeze Obiwago.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The bullish sentiment continues at the equities market this midweek, with the all-share index appreciating further by 0.55%. Gains in Nestle, Forte Oil and Unilever lifted the market. The turnaround in Forte Oil helped lift the oil and gas sector. Transaction volume was way below what was recorded on Monday and Tuesday. However, transaction value remained within the 4 billion naira mark hit on Tuesday. For the third session this week, small cap insurance company WAPIC is the major volume driver, followed closely by Fidelity Bank. Market breadth remains strong, 32 gainers versus 8 losers. Fidelity Bank led the gainers on the price movement chart, while livestock feeds led the losers. We have just one more trading session to say goodbye to the month of November and the week, of course, as Friday has been declared a public holiday. Traders expect more positive sentiment on Thursday. And that was the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwago.
Strong economic growth data from the world's largest economy lifted Wall Street to more record highs today, while Asian stocks shrugged off reports of North Korea's latest missile test. Here's a snapshot of today's global figures. Those numbers will end business news tonight. Thank you for watching. I'm Anne Umaodu. Back to you, Amarachi.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Anne. In order to boost the operational capacity of security agencies in Anambra State, Governor Willie Obiano has donated 13 vehicles and 20 smart bikes to security agencies in the state. While presenting the vehicles, the governor disclosed that they are provided as requested by the security agencies to support their security operations and capacity towards ensuring continued peaceful atmosphere in Anambra State as the Yuletide season approaches.
After his landslide re-election victory at the polls, Governor Willie Obiano is already setting the ball rolling and moving swiftly to deliver on his promises to the people. His immediate concern is the safety of the people of Anambra State, and one way he is adopting to fix the challenge is through the provision of vehicles and smart bikes to assist the police and men of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, in the performance of their duty.
These additional vehicles will make the Anambra sleep more, and this we do in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Governor Willie Obiano says his vision to make Anambra the first choice investment destination in Nigeria has not changed, but he is particularly concerned about citizens of the state who will be coming from different parts of the world during the Yuletide season.
This landslide victory we have achieved a few days back. Many people have shown interest all over the world that they will visit Anambra this Christmas. And we are ready to receive them. And the police, all the agencies, the army, the Vigilante, are all very prepared for the Ember months.
The State Commissioner of Police, Garba Umar, and the Commandant of the NSCDC in Anambra State, Mr. John Amen, speak on the new patrol vehicles and bikes for their operation.
We want to assure you, Your Excellency, these laudable efforts will not go in vain. We will utilize the vehicles judiciously, and we will make sure we take care of the vehicles so that they can serve humanity, especially the people of Anambra State.
To them, Governor Obiano's gesture is a strategic one and a bid to expand the frontiers of excellence in Anambra.
Still ahead on the news at 10, FIFA reassures football fans it will not manipulate World Cup draws as it conducts rehearsal ahead of Friday's event in Moscow. More coming up in sports news. Stay with us.